Hey guys, my name is Marsha Smrcka. I'm a five-star elite coach with Beachbody. And today I've been doing a lot of thinking and I just wanted to kind of put my thoughts in video for you all. I came across this necklace today and it really made me think about where I started. And I'm hoping that my story will kind of inspire you and give you some motivation for your business. So this necklace was given to me by my sister. And it was for my very first half marathon that I ran. And I've always been kind of in and out of running. Before my first half, the longest distance I'd ever ran was probably, about 8 miles would be pushing it. But I hadn't been running long runs leading up into the half. My intention, I signed up for a 5K, which if you're not a runner, you might not know that that's 3.1 miles, I think. 3 miles basically. So I registered for the 5K, and a couple days before I changed my mind and I decided to do the half marathon with my sisters. And I was so scared. I was intimidated. I was like, man, I'm going to die running 13.1 miles. I have never ran longer than 8, never done it before. And here I am thinking I'm going to do this 13-mile run without having the proper training. I had knee pain at the time, which is why I wasn't running long distance races. So usually like right around the 6 mile marker, my knee would give out. But my sister was like, she was having some hip injuries and hip issues at the time. And she's like, you know what? If we end up walking, we can walk. We're going to finish no matter what. So I went in blind, not knowing what to expect, not knowing what I was in for. But I had faith that I was going to finish no matter what. And there are so many similarities with this in the business that we're doing. When I started health coaching, I had no idea whatsoever what I was getting into. But I knew that if I didn't try, I knew in my heart that I would be in the same exact situation as I would be then. And I wouldn't get anywhere. I wouldn't be able to achieve the dreams that I wanted. Looking back, it's easy to forget, how much has changed. Before coaching, my husband was driving 2 hours a day to work. My kids and I never saw him. I was basically a single mom. Every night the kids would ask, is daddy going to be home tonight? Are we going to see daddy? And every night I had to tell them no. And he would come home at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and maybe see the kids for half an hour before they left for school the next morning. And the only family time we ever had was during the weekends. And, my kids were getting older. My husband was missing out on more and more of their life. And it just was not a path that we wanted to continue going down. However, I was not willing to sacrifice, being home with them. I wanted to be home and present with them. So we did all kinds of things to try to make ends meet. I grew gardens. We had 2 huge gardens, and I tried to grow as much food as we could so that we didn't have to spend so much on groceries. We didn't have garbage service. We burned our trash, and my husband would load up his truck every week and take diapers and other non-burnable items to his work and sneak it into the dumpster so that we didn't have to pay for garbage service. I had a track phone, a flip-top track phone when I first started coaching. I can't even remember all the things we tried. We looked at our bills and what could we eliminate as far as our bills. We had no satellite TV, so we had like 3 stations to pick from for TV. I don't know. I mean, like I said, we were like barely scraping by. I had left my career when we first started having kids to be home with them and raise them. And, just over the course of, 4 kids later, living on 1 income, we were just really, really strapped. We were barely making ends meet. So it was at that point, the turning point, where I had the decision, the choice. Once I found out about coaching, I was really skeptical. I didn't know of any home businesses that really, that promised income working from home. I tried Mary Kay, failed miserably. My mom had tried Leah Sophia. I just couldn't see myself selling jewelry and traveling and doing parties and that sort of thing. That just wasn't me. It wasn't something that I felt the connection with and that I would be helping people with. So I didn't sign up as a coach right away when I found out about it. I just really was skeptical. I tried to find out, everything I could about it. I tried to look for red flags. I couldn't find any. And really what it came down to was, how badly did I want to change? And I wanted it so badly. I did not want to be in the same situation a year from where I was at. I wanted change in our family. So I went all in. I was told that in order to grow a successful business and to accelerate my business, I would need Success Club 10 or more every single month. So helping 5 people or more. And I was like, wow, 5 people, that's it. I can do that. I think I can do that. I was on no social media at the time. So when I found out that I had to use Facebook for my business, that made me scared. It really made me scared because I wasn't on Facebook. I had no friends. I had an inactive account that when I went back on, I had 60 friends. So I knew that I could not run a successful business on 60 friends that I hadn't talked to in over 10 years. So I made a part of what I did every day, meeting new people, forming new connections, getting outside of my comfort zone, putting myself out there on, posting 3 to 5 times every single day, and just looking for people to meet that might have common interests as me, other moms, other people who cared about healthy living, other people that wanted to be inspired by someone else trying to live a healthy lifestyle. So that's what I did every single day. I just friend requested everybody who I might have a connection with somehow or another, or a similar interest. And in doing so, I just over time really saw a change in my friends' newsfeed. When I first started coaching, nobody was talking or caring about what they were eating or how their health impacted their families. And slowly but surely over time, there were a few people that, would start to comment that they were trying out running, or they would ask me, what kind of running shoes should I use? Or they would ask me about their nutrition. How do I make this recipe more healthy for my family? Or, is this something that is good for my family to eat? So people started recognizing and coming to me as kind of the expert, even though I was not an expert. And I made sure everyone knew that I was not a nutritionist. I was not a personal trainer. I just wanted to be someone who cared about my family's health and inspired other people to do the same. So anyways, how this all ties in, I just wanted to remind you guys that everyone starts somewhere. I started with no social media experience. I didn't have equipment to even be able to take a picture and post on my timeline. To post one picture took me, probably over an hour by the time I edited it, because I didn't have a smartphone. So I was having to download it to my computer and then I figure out how to get it onto PicMonkey and then post it to my timeline. It was very time consuming for me. So my goal as a brand new coach was, okay, by 2 months into the business, I'm going to earn enough money to pay for a smartphone because this is taking way too much of my time to post one picture. So I did that. But it was a small success along the way. And you just have to believe that what you're doing, even though you don't see immediate payback when you're starting, you have to know that you're on the right track when you're helping people. So it all goes back to the reason why you're here. My reason why was because I did not like the lifestyle that my family was headed. I didn't like my husband not being present for my kids. I didn't like being a single parent or feeling like I was. I didn't like that we had no money to do the home improvement that we wanted to do on our home. For some of you who don't know, I live in a 100-year-old, no kidding, it was built in 1914, 100-year-old home. We still have siding that needs to go up. We still have doors that need to be replaced. We have windows that need to be replaced. The siding probably needs to be replaced. But, these are all things that we're working towards. Last month or 2 months ago, we were able to write our final credit card payment, and that just felt so liberating. And that's because of me and the income and the job that I do to help other people get healthy. So the next thing is we're paying off our mortgage and we're going to be building our dream home. Would I ever have thought that this would be possible? Heck no. Looking back, if I could tell you guys, starting out or, at just the brink of your, business exploding, don't give up. You have to know that as long as you're helping people every month, that you're going to see the payback. It's going to come back to bless you in more ways than you imagined possible. Just don't allow yourself to give up, and make Success Club non-negotiable. Like, that's the bread and butter of your business. When you are helping people, you're doing what you wanted to do to begin with, why you started coaching, is to help people. So meet people, get out there on social media. Once you feel like you have Facebook down, start branching out. You can't just stop with one thing and expect that to carry you through. So get in a good routine with one avenue and then branch out. Don't stop there, whether it be Instagram or Pinterest or YouTube or what other, Twitter. I don't know Twitter at all, but become an expert and then move on to the next thing, and then get to know that really well and then move on to the next thing, so that people find you and can relate to you. And those are the people that you're going to be able to mentor and help grow their business along with you. Today we're talking a lot about goals. We're near, coming up on Summit, and this is really an exciting time of the year for everybody. And, I was thinking my goal last year was very self-centered. I have to admit, it's like I wanted 5-star, I wanted elite, I wanted the bonus, and it happened. But this year I have a total complete change and a shift in my thinking. What I want doesn't matter as much as what I want for my team. My goals are 10-star or 15-star. That's only because I want to offer that same level of success to you guys. I want to help you achieve stability and income growth in your business. It's not for me, it's for you. I've already done what I set out to do. I'm an elite coach. I feel like I've been able to turn things around for a family. I've helped us get out of debt. So I have that for my family, and I couldn't be happier and feel more blessed for that. But now I feel like I need to pay it forward. I want to help you also get there, where you can sit back and be so proud of how far you've come and how many people you've helped, and also turn around and pay it forward to your team of coaches and say, how can I help you also succeed with this business so that you have freedom, the same freedom that I have. So it's just a lot weighing on my heart today, and I really want to help you guys in any way that I can. And just know that it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Putting on this necklace, you have to go in, really not knowing what's going to come down the pike, but build your wings on the way down. Have faith that the system works. You have the tools, everything that you need at your fingertips. We are so blessed to be on a successful team. I can give you any information that you need to know, or any tools or any trainings, but unless you implement them and get yourselves plugged in, get yourself to the corporate events, it's not going to happen for you. So I want to help you understand that the 3 vital behaviors are what are going to take you there. You need to, be inviting. You need to be being proof that the products work. Always be working on yourself, your personal development. Get plugged in. Make certain things non-negotiable in your business, Success Club being one of them. If you're not meeting Success Club, you're not helping new people every month, which is why we're here. So I hope this finds you just inspired and motivated, gives you a little push to achieve your goals this year, by Summit, hopefully. But don't hesitate to reach me if you have any questions or need for additional support. Thank you for listening. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.